President Bush has signed into law one of the most controversial acts of his time in the White House. The Military Commissions Act of 2006 strips detainees of the right to file habeas corpus petitions to challenge their own detention or treatment. It expands the definition of an enemy combatant and gives the president the power to detain them indefinitely, including U.S. citizens. Secret and coerced evidence can be used to try detainees held in U.S. military prisons. The bill also immunizes U.S. officials from prosecution for torturing prisoners who the military and the CIA capture before the end of last year. On Tuesday, President Bush held a signing ceremony at the White House.
This bill spells out specific, recognizable offenses that would be considered crimes in the handling of detainees, so that our men and women who question captured terrorists can perform their duties to the fullest extent of the law. And this bill complies with both the spirit and the letter of our international obligations. As I've said before, the United States does not torture. It's against our laws and it's against our values.
Outside the White House, a number of demonstrators were arrested at a protest that drew more than 100 people. The activists wore orange jumpsuits and brandished dog leashes to represent the treatment of prisoners at Guantanamo. This is an unidentified protester.
We reject that the act repudiates a half-century of international precedent by allowing the president to decide secretly and unilaterally what abusive interrogation methods he considers permissible.
The administration wasted no time in putting the law into action. The Los Angeles Times reports within 2 hours of the signing ceremony, the Justice Department moved to dismiss dozens of lawsuits filed by detainees challenging their imprisonment. Meanwhile, lawyers for prisoners and rights groups say they'll press ahead with challenging the law in court. This is Vincent Warren, Executive Director of the Center for Constitutional Rights.
There are no guarantees and there are no safeguards for people who are being charged with terrorist activities to see the evidence against them. And if you can't see the evidence against you, you can't fight the evidence against you. This is not about finding out the truth.